Alrighty guys, welcome back for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we are going to be taking on the new EZA for STR Janemba. So, the category that Janemba is going to be weak to is the Fusion category, which again we are using over here. It has increased, the Fusion category has number one, increased damage as well as resistance to Janemba. Alright, this is not the best. We're going to go ahead and do that. Now, I know I did a showcase for this very unit that you guys see here, Veku, and I did, you know, basically call him useless, because honestly, he really is. But the only way that I could ever see him being useful is using him in here, with Janemba. Veku still takes a lot of damage. Again, don't mistake this for like, oh, Veku's good, 25k, not good. But at least Veku won't take as much damage as other units, because personally for me, like, I mean, I forgot to show this, but I'll go ahead and show it, but my Fusion box is not very strong. My Fusion box tends to be probably one of my weakest, you know, categories that I have in my box right now. Again, there are a lot of good options on the, you know, Fusion category, but for me personally, it just, it tends to be one of my weaker ones. So, again, we're just going to go here. Hopefully we can defeat this in a timely manner. Again, this might be a little bit difficult for, like, newer free-to-play players, just because, again, you have to use fusions. I mean, you don't have to, but again, it is basically, like, kind of like, agreed upon that using fusions is the best way to beat this, because, again, if you're not, unless you have a really, like, beefed out Super AGL team, which I did use before, they were taking a lot of damage. So again, I wouldn't necessarily recommend Super AGL unless you have, like, a really big, like, defensive build with it, because even units like AGL Whis is still going to take damage. Again, AGL Whis is really good, but again, a lot of damage will be taken. Alright, so hopefully we should be able to kill this Janemba before Veku takes any serious damage, and if so, again, Veku has a better chance than STR Gogeta when it comes to tanking, just because, again, he's going to have that type advantage. He's going to be building up his defense when he gets hit as well, his dodge chance as well, so hopefully that activates more than anything. Alright, really good additional super attack. This is probably going to end it right here, which I do hope it does, because, again, Super Saiyan Gogeta, this AGL unit, is, like, honestly the MVP of this event. He really is. Again, for me personally, let me show off my Fusions box. Again, it's not very, very impressive. Let's go over here to Fusions. Okay, so my Fusions box is, again, not the most impressive. Again, there are a lot of other units that are on here that I didn't decide to use. Again, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the reason why I don't use him is because, again, even though he does greatly raise attack and defense, mine's only at 55%. And not even 55%, man. He's only Super Tech level 2 out of 10, so again, not the most ideal unit. And then this physical Gotenks, again, has no defense, and he also has type disadvantage, so again, not the best when it comes to things like this Janemba easy area. Or not easy area, but Extreme Z battle. Alright, we got pretty unlucky here with the rotations, but thankfully, Gotenks and Ghost, they're going to be able to get a decent amount of orbs. That's going to jump up their defense. We're going to go ahead and do this with Physical Gogeta, and then this with STR Gogeta. So hopefully, again, he's going to be able to defend a little bit better. Alright, let me pull up the category Fusions, so we can take a quick look at the category. Alright. Looking for some Super AGL based units on this category. Of course, you have the Super Saiyan Gogeta, who is a really good leader. You do have the the Goten and Trunks unit from the World Tournament. That's another fusion unit that you could use. There's Brapan, and then there's an AGL Super Saiyan Gotenks, who I would not recommend, honestly. So, again, there are a lot of units on there that are good, like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Gotenks that you could bring, but for the most part, I would say Fusions really does need a big buff. Because, again, just going through this in terms of usable units, you know, like I said, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the Int 1, Int Gotenks is usable, Gotenks and Ghost is usable, Super Gogeta is good after ZZA. Veku, I mean, he would be better if you rainbowed him, but again, he's also a unit that I wouldn't recommend you rainbowing. And then the Trunks and Goten, the LR one. They're also a unit that you could bring here. So again, there are a lot of options here, but at the same time, your options are pretty limited. So it's not looking the best for Fusion. So I mean, this just really goes to show that Fusions really needs another buff. Like, they badly need a buff. Because, you know, the roster is, it's not too impressive. Alright, so we're gonna do this, even though, you know, we are gonna go type disadvantage. Because he did super, like, just super last turn, I don't think, again, this Janemba'S gonna go ahead and super again on this turn. So they're gonna be able to tank really well, again, with a over, like, 100k defense. Even, you know, type disadvantage, they're not gonna be taking damage, so that's good. And then this Gotenks and Ghost, I went full additional, but it's pretty rare that they additional for me, unfortunately. And then Veku over here just doing whatever Veku does, you know? Which is looking really unimpressive. Alright, 27k, wow. What an amazing unit, people. And now this is turn 4, and this is basically over, because, you know, once the blue fusions start transforming, you just literally all you do is sit back, relax, and just watch Blue Gogeta just go to work. Just absolutely go to town. Alright, that is a really good thing that I didn't put him in slot 1. We're going to tank this really well. And then this should kill Janemba. I might cut till we're at the last phase of the fight. Again, depending if, you know, like, this takes us a really long time. I don't think it should, though. That's the thing. I don't think it should. Alright, let's see what Gogeta puts up here. 2.9, pretty good. Very, very impressive. Considering that it is also super effective against all types. And, oh, he didn't kill Janemba. Nice, he did get the additional super. Again, my Gogeta, I went full additionals for him. Again, because of the way that they're built and that they raise their defense on super attack, I would go full additionals for the blue fusions. Alright. We have around, like, maybe 3 levels to go. So I think I might skip 1 or 2 of the fights, you know, till we get to the last one. Again, depending on the amount of time that it's taking us. Because, again, now towards, you know, the end, you know, towards, like, stage 29, 28, it does become a lot harder. You know, I mean, we got to turn 4. And usually, you know, for easy A's, turn 4 is not too common. Again, you usually can defeat the boss between, like, turn, like, 1 and 3 is usually how it goes. So, again, hopefully, yes, additional supers are what we want. Again, those are really, really beneficial. Especially if Super Gogeta additionals for us as well, because, again, he does raise his defense on super attack. This is fine if we can dodge. Okay, we didn't dodge again. Super Saiyan Gogeta, he has a 30% chance to dodge, which is still pretty good. Again, just like this Gogeta has when you get him 1 Rainbow Orb. And then if you get him 3, he has a 50% chance to crit, which is really, really nice. So, again, we're just really steamrolling through this. And it's also just, you know, the placement of the units that you get. Because if you get your units in, like, turn, like, 3, like, say, for example, your Super Gogetas are in turn 3, you can die, and I have died. So, again, turn placement does play a huge role when it comes to, you know, easy, Extreme Z battles and all that. Alright, so, no super. Oh, we are going to be able to super with Veku, so we're going to go ahead and give him that. Unfortunately, again, no super for Super Saiyan Gogeta. Again, his main role is number 1 damage, but also number 2 to act as the tank. Again, I always put him in slot 1 so that he tanks. Like, if there is ever a super attack that's being aimed at us, I always like to put Gogeta there just so that he can go ahead and tank the super attack for us. And then Veku, of course, the MVP of the whole run. Look at him. And that's unfortunate. This is going to hurt. Oh, yeah. Actually, that was not that bad. 86k? That was a lot better than I thought. So it does seem that there is going to be a role for Veku here. Veku could actually act as a tank for super attacks. which is a little odd considering that defense is the one thing that I criticized him for. Huh. That actually did a lot less than I thought it was going to do, because I've gotten super attacked with the physical LR Gogeta, and he takes 200k. 200k plain and simple. But Veku took that for 86. That's less than a third of what the LR took, so that's interesting. Alright, so anyways, I'm going to cut till we're at the last fight, which is going to be stage 30. Okay, guys, so we are back. Again, this actually took a lot longer than I expected. Again, Janemba is a very, very tanky unit. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do this. Again, I'm not going to risk SCR Gogeta in the line of fire. I did put him there once to tank, and he took 200k from a super attack, so, needless to say, I'm not doing that again. And the reason why, you know, this Super Saiyan Gogeta is taking so much damage is because the super attack for Janemba is that he lowers your defense, so that's really, really bad news for us. And there we go. That is Janemba defeated, and so we can now finally fully easy A him. So anyways, again, the fusion category, again, it's not bad. You could easily defeat it. Again, if you take a look at my box, again, most of my units, I would have to say, with the exception of maybe this Gogeta, and maybe this Gogeta as well, are relatively easy to attain. Again, this LR has been out for many, many years. This unit has been out for many, many years. So if you're a long-time player, or like maybe like a long-time player, you probably already have those guys. And then again, Gotenks and Ghost is free to play. Veku's free to play. Who else did I bring into this team? I think that was it. Yeah, and then of course this Gogeta, of course, is probably, you know, a pretty recent unit, so I wouldn't expect most people to have him. So again, pretty easy run. Again, overall, I don't think I would say that we encountered a whole lot of problems. But while we're here, let's go ahead and let's finish awakening this Janemba. Because then right after this, I'm probably gonna hop right into a showcase. Again, you know, Janemba is one of these units where, again, immediately when I get him, I want to showcase him, because again, these Janemba units are very, very impressive. So anyways, let's go ahead and let's do this, and that is a fully easy A Janemba. So anyways, make sure to check out a showcase. Again, I mean, I'll see when I put it out. I mean, it really depends, because you know, there's a lot of stuff going on right now in my life, so it does get a little hectic sometimes, but for sure, you guys will be seeing this guy at 55%. So anyways, that is going to do it for today's video, and I will see you all next time.